Viewmasters, it's the podcast that we do. Viewmasters, talk about movies that we view. Viewmasters, my friend Eric and me Joe. Viewmasters, hey, let's start the show.
Hey, welcome to the Viewmasters, episode 335, Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. My name is Eric.
My name is Joe.
Hello, Joe.
Hello, Eric.
How's it going?
Not too bad. How are you?
I'm okay, I guess.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Watched the Transformers movie.
That we did. And boy, howdy.
I blame Robert Kirkman for this. Robert Kirkman and Daniel Warren Johnson. My interest in the Transformers is piqued.
All right. Fair.
Thanks to the Energon universe.
Yes.
Coming soon from Skybound Entertainment.
Coming soon. It's already here, sir.
What?
Void Ritual.
Oh, right.
Void Rivals.
Void Rivals, that's right.
Yeah.
Right.
The secret Transformers book.
Right. I forgot that that is also a Hasbro property. Brand new IP. I did wonder if that was part of the deal that, like, Skybound got the Hasbro stuff if they agreed to create new stuff for Hasbro to make toys of.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I've flipped through the 2-3 issues of it now.
Yeah.
It does not seem very toyetic.
I mean, the characters, at least in the first issue, when they got their helmets and stuff on,
right? I
guess could be good action figures.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I've only read the first issue, so I have no idea.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see, was it Jetfire?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. I just wanted to see a random Transformer appear.
And that he did.
Yes. What comic wouldn't be made better by just a Transformer appearing 3/4 of the way through inexplicably and then just taking off?
I'm trying to think. Preacher? Yeah, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They drove a car, right?
Sure.
The car could be a Transformer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see a Transformer in there.
Yeah. The train? Right? There's a train in that, I think.
There is.
Yeah.
It's a Holocaust train, but
yeah.
sure.
You know what? It counts. Transformers have been here for a long time.
That is true.
They've seen some things, probably.
Millions of years, apparently.
Yeah.
Or 7.
Yeah.
Depending on
who knows
you listen to.
Exactly. Oh, boy.
I for one, pre-ordered my copy of Transformers #1 today.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Very cool.
And I will bail as soon as Daniel Warren Johnson does. So,
yeah, I hope that doesn't happen for a while.
Same.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, if him doing a Transformers book is preventing him from doing, say, do a power bomb, then God damn you, Transformers.
I didn't read that one. I read Murder Falcon, and I loved Murder Falcon.
I would highly recommend Do a Power Bomb.
Okay.
It is, it's hilarious and also incredibly sad.
Yeah, that's Murder Falcon, too.
Yep.
Ugh. Comics.
Yep.
Transformers.
Rise
of the Beasts.
Yeah. So I guess we didn't do a train other than Bumblebee.
We did Bumblebee, yeah. I forget how much we talked about our Transformers history.
Same. But yeah, I collected the Transformers comics. Not when I was a kid. It was when I was a teenager. But,
yeah.
Just for whatever reason, when I got a driver's license, I said, you know what, I'm gonna buy every Transformers comic.
Sure. You had a car.
I had a car.
They were cars.
Sure.
You were into cars.
Yeah. And I was into Transformers as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I no longer have any of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed them. Especially, like, towards the late 80s, early 90s when people stopped giving a crap.
Yeah.
And then they were just doing whatever the fuck they wanted.
That's awesome.
And it was crazy.
Nice.
Simon Furman was the writer on those, and then he did some weird shit.
Nice.
And also, he had written the Transformers UK book,
Okay.
which I think was just exceptionally better than the standard Marvel
Interesting.
Transformer books.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Huh.
Because everything is better in the UK.
That's true. I don't know. Yeah, no. I don't know about the food, but otherwise, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I had a digest Transformers comic when I was a kid, and it was like a digest sized.
Yeah.
And it was issue 3 and maybe issue 4 of the original miniseries. So the one with Spider-Man in it.
Nice.
And I just like, that was the first place that I ever saw Spider-Man's black costume.
Oh, wow.
The alien suit. And I was like, what is that? That's amazing. That's so cool. So I've always been fascinated by Spider-Man's time in the symbiote suit.
Nice.
As a result of early exposure as a kid.
I mean, also sort of a transformer, if you will.
True. Very true.
It would transform into his regular clothes.
Yeah.
And then into his Spider-Man suit. And then eventually into Venom.
Right. With or without tongue, depending on who's drawing him.
Yeah, pretty much. At this point, I think tongue is pretty canon, so...
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Never cared for that look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gross.
I like the McFarlane design where it's just like more muscular black Spider-Man suit with teeth.
Yeah.
I think that's way cooler.
Me too.
Yeah.
Have you... Super off track already.
Who cares?
Yeah.
We started with Transformers.
Yeah, it's true. Have you read or looked through any of like the Venom comics in like the last 5 to 10 years?
I read. Did I read Absolute Carnage? I think.
Okay.
Whatever that crossover was.
Yeah.
And then maybe I read a couple issues of King in Black.
All right.
And then I tried to read the relaunch post Donny Cates Stegman
With
like Ram V and Al
Brian
Ewing
Hitch.
and Brian Hitch.
Yeah.
And like I can't get into it at all. I don't care.
Same. And also, like, I kind of flipped through every single issue, and every single issue I'm just like, what the hell is happening in this book? and maybe it's just I completely forgot what happened in the previous issue, but like every new issue I'm just like, what is going on now? Who is this?
Remember when he was just a Spider-Man villain?
Yep. Remember villains in comics?
Yeah.
Before they all just became anti-heroes or teammates.
The Joker. He's the only pure villain left, maybe.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he's got his own book. God knows what's happening there.
Sure, he's the man who stopped laughing.
Sure.
Actually, that might be over. I don't know.
It
doesn't matter. Transformers.
Yep. This is sort of based on the Beast Wars, or at least the characters from Beast Wars are brought into it.
Yeah, I don't know. I was going to ask how much you know about Beast Wars. I know very little.
I know zero.
Other than it was a thing in the 90s that I feel like sort of revitalized interest in the Transformers.
A little bit, yeah. I feel like it was supposed to be like a prequel to the Transformer series, where Optimus Primal was actually just who Optimus Prime would eventually become.
Right.
And like I remember Megatron was a dinosaur.
Yeah.
That is it. That is all I know. And it was early bad CGI.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the main thing I remember about it is the bad CGI.
Yeah.
And Primal being Prime.
Yeah.
So I was very curious how they were going to do Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal being on screen at the same time in this movie.
Yep.
I thought it was handled pretty well.
Was it?
I thought so. They're
It's
just completely distinct characters.
sure, but also like from the past and the future.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I mean, okay, I guess that one line of dialogue was pretty strange.
That one.
I feel like the past and future thing was really only mentioned one time.
It was.
Yeah.
But it's certainly not the only line of dialogue in this movie that had issues.
Well, no, of course not. I'm saying we're talking about one specific thing right now.
Okay, fine, fair.
Yeah. No, I mean, this movie's not great.
It's real bad.
Aw. I thought it was a Transformers movie. I mean, I thought it was pretty standard. I've only seen the first one, and then I think maybe I saw Dark Side of the Moon.
All right. Is that the
or
second
no,
one?
Revenge of the Fallen is the second one.
Okay.
That's right. But I feel like there's probably, just from what I remember, there's formula to it. Like there's stuff that the Transformers need that the humans can get for them. And in this one, it's the transwarp key.
Yep. The doohickey.
Exactly, yeah. The goober. And I loved that the first part of the key that they find comes in the shape of a falcon.
Yeah.
It's just very Maltese Falcon. Like, the Maltese Falcon is the thing that everyone's after.
Right.
It's like the MacGuffin, basically.
Right.
So I really liked that, whether that was on purpose or not, as a nod to these movies are all exactly the same.
I can't imagine that anyone was smart enough involved with this movie.
All right, fine. Fair enough.
Oh, God, I really hated this movie.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I actually enjoyed it quite a bit.
And that's all right, too.
It's, like I said, it's not good, but I was entertained.
At least you acknowledge that.
Yeah. There's nothing extraordinary or revolutionary in this movie.
No, but, so I had only seen the first one and Bumblebee.
And Bumblebee, yeah.
And, Bumblebee was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I had heard that this one was also pretty good.
Okay.
Those people are liars. And so
okay.
I guess I was hoping for something more along the lines of Bumblebee,
Sure.
rather than, hey, let's go back to the Michael Bay thing.
Yeah.
And that's what this was.
I mean, if you're it is akin to Bumblebee in that a human befriends a robot car.
Sure.
But that's also akin to the very first Transformers movie.
Right, yeah. It's just a different robot car in this one.
Did you not like this movie because it's woke?
What?
Is that what this is about?
No.
I bet there are probably people who were like, woke Transformers.
Absolutely there are.
They should just call them the woke formers.
I did not like this movie because it was bad.
Okay.
And it was boring. And it was confusing as hell. And just utter nonsense.
Absolutely. You know what? That's why I loved it. Utter nonsense.
And there were so many times where I thought, well, such and such did this better, or worse, such and such did this exact same thing.
Yeah.
And also, Orson Welles is dead. There should be no Unicron.
Yeah, how do you recast Orson Welles? Where was Galvatron?
Also a thought I had.
I don't know who Scourge is.
He was one of the flunkies in
the original one?
In the Transformers the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, the animated masterpiece.
Right. Yeah. None of the Transformers said shit in this movie.
No, they did not.
There was in an early scene with the Noah and his family. I forget, either Noah or his mom says shit.
Yeah.
And the little brother is like, hey, language!
Yeah.
And that made me laugh, because I was thinking about a Transformer saying shit.
Sure. I think it was the mom.
Yeah.
Played by Dexter's boss.
I was going to say that was LaGuerta, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I could not think of her character's name.
I just saw her, I only remember because I just saw a young her, I think in an episode of Law & Order.
Oh, okay. That tracks.
Yeah.
It tracks with the Joe that I know.
Early mid-90s Law & Order.
What was that? Oh, yeah. Mirage almost says it when he is like spying on Noah and his little brother, and he's standing on top of the car.
Oh, yeah.
And the car beneath him begins to crumble.
Right.
Because there's a full other car on top of it, basically.
Right.
and as it collapses, it cuts right off as like the first sh is pronounced. So
shucks.
yeah. And fuck Pete Davidson.
Yeah, I did not
ruining everything.
Did not realize that was Pete Davidson until I looked at the cast list at the end.
He was annoying me so much that I had to look it up.
Yeah.
Like pretty shortly after he was introduced.
Yeah.
God.
I don't understand why he's a thing.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's in everything now. He's just commercials.
Yep.
Can't escape from him. I don't understand.
I do not see the appeal.
Yeah.
Only tangentially related, my girlfriend texted me a couple days ago, why do people hate Jimmy Fallon?
Because he's the worst?
Right?
Yeah.
And I feel like, both of them kind of, both SNL guys.
I can definitely see that.
Both criminally unfunny.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also just, I don't understand why people do like them.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand it either. Yeah.
But yeah, apparently Jimmy Fallon has a ride at Universal Studios in Florida.
What? Why?
NBC Universal.
Tonight Show the rides?
It's like a car ride through New York.
Okay.
I don't know.
That feels like a Jay Leno holdover. Being that Jay Leno's a car guy.
Right, yeah.
They're like, well, we got this Tonight Show rides. Conan didn't want to do it.
Right.
That's why he had to go.
Yep.
But Jimmy will do anything for a laugh.
And money.
And money. Ugh.
Oh, boy. And Leno also. Just right up there in the suckitude.
Yeah. Yeah. He never touches his Tonight Show money.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Here's something. I think that's an impression of Scott Aukerman doing an impression of Jay Leno.
I mean, it was a pretty good Jay Leno impression.
Thank you.
I would have followed that up with, he does touch his blank money, but I can't remember the name of the fucking show he hosts now.
Does he host a show now?
Yeah, he does like a game show with Kevin Eubanks.
Oh, okay.
It's like a revival of like an old game show.
Okay.
It's on at like 4 in the afternoons.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
I thought he only spent his stand-up money. Can you imagine what Jay Leno's stand-up is probably like?
Probably terrible.
It's probably really bad.
At least, especially now.
Yeah.
I hear he used to be pretty funny back in the day. But
he would have to have been in order to, be popular.
I guess. Yeah.
Though I don't know, Pete Davidson is living proof of not necessarily needing to be funny to be popular.
Same with Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
It's weird. So sometimes when I cook or I'm cleaning or whatever, I'll turn on the TV and just whatever is on is on.
Yeah.
And the show One Day at a Time from the 70s was on.
Yeah.
And Jay Leno happened to be on that episode.
Okay.
And I was like, oh wow, no, he wasn't funny back then either.
Was he like Schneider's out of town cousin?
No, he was He was a creep at a free clinic.
That's amazing.
Also, head to toe clad in denim.
That's pretty great. Amazing.
Rise of the Beast.
Yeah. Yeah. So
there's a thing that they need to get to stop the thing from happening.
Yeah, to stop Unicron from coming to Earth.
Yep.
And basically becoming the master of all time and space.
Sure.
So that he can eat all the planets.
Yeah.
Anthony Ramos is Noah, and he
is he from anything?
He was in Hamilton.
Okay.
And he was in the Heights movie.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, not really.
Okay.
He's famous from Hamilton primarily.
So he's a singer dude.
He is, yeah, singer, dancer, rapper.
I'm surprised that there were no musical numbers in this, other than the 1,000 needle drops.
I was gonna say, I don't know where they would have fit the musical number, and this movie is already over 2 hours long.
It felt
for some reason.
That's because they had to repeat everything at least twice.
It's true, and I mean the key was broken into two pieces.
Sure.
Like once Scourge got the key, what we thought was the key, I was like, "Holy shit, this thing's about to take off!"
Right?
Nope, that was just half the key.
Yeah. It's never that easy,
right? But yeah, he is breaking into Mirage and thus gets pulled into the wacky Autobot shenanigans.
Yep. So what's the continuity on the Transformers movies at this point?
Idea.
Okay.
I have no idea.
I guess I sort of vaguely remember that Bumblebee took place in the past.
Yeah.
But I guess I forget when in the past.
I guess it was the 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And so this movie takes place in 1994.
Yeah.
And at one point, Optimus Prime says they've been stuck on Earth for 7 years.
Yeah.
So that puts it...
Okay, so 1987 probably is when they arrived.
Yeah. Which I guess it'd be like when the cartoon came out?
Maybe?
No, it had to be...
Yeah. Well, it'd be... Because I think Bumblebee starts on Cybertron.
Right.
And then they come to Earth.
Yeah.
And then I guess they just get trapped.
Yeah.
In that movie.
I was just
I don't remember when I feel like the cartoon was earlier in the 80s.
Yeah, I think it was 84 or something like that, yeah. I was just trying to say, like, sometimes they do a cutesy little thing like that.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Yeah. Speaking of references.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
A, there are way too many in this movie.
Yeah.
But B, one of the very first ones is when Noah is like soldering like an Atari.
Yeah, I don't know, or was it? I think it was a cable
box. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like tapping on it, and it's like, "Show me the money, show me the money," which is a reference to Jerry Maguire.
That?
Yes, he did.
I did not remember him saying that.
Which is a movie that came out in 1996.
Right. Yeah. Maybe that's where that phrase came from.
Oh, okay.
I think, Cameron Crowe knew Noah in this continuity and was like, Noah always says, show me the money. I'm going to put that in my movie.
All right. Okay. You know what? I buy that.
Yeah.
I'm on board with that.
The very brief footage of OJ trial lawyers was exciting.
I really kind of hate period things.
Yeah.
Because also, there is no other reason for this movie to take place in 1994.
It's true, other than it has to be set before
the other Transformer
movies.
Which also, takes away a lot of the stakes, because we know Bumblebee survives. Because he's got to meet Shia LaBeouf someday.
Right.
But also, giant robots battling in the middle of, like, Brooklyn. Shouldn't that make news of some sort? And shouldn't people remember that then 20 years later when giant robots show up again?
Probably.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Did they fight in Brooklyn?
Yeah, that's where the museum was.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops. Wah, wah. All I could think during that sequence was they are destroying so many priceless artifacts.
Yep.
You goddamn robot monsters.
You said something during the scene when Noah is being dragged away by Mirage on the streets. And the cop chase.
Yeah.
And the cop crashes his car, and you're like, well, that guy's dead.
Yeah.
I've been watching the Wolverine and the X-Men cartoon on Disney. And an episode that I had just watched today features, it was like the origin of the X-Men of sorts. So it's the original 5 X-Men and their first battle against Magneto.
Ooh.
And they're trying to show just how powerful Jean Grey is. And so Magneto, like, picks up a bus and, like, starts hurling it towards the X-Men, and then Jean Grey stops it. And it's like a tug of war where the bus is, like, hovering over Cyclops or hovering over Magneto. And then, like, Jean Grey starts crushing the bus. And I'm like, there are people on that.
So this is the bus that was in motion when Magneto picked it up?
I mean, we don't see it before then.
Okay.
But why else would there just be a bus on the street? This is New York. The streets are not empty.
That's spectacular.
It's like Jean Grey and Magneto just murdered.
Hey, wouldn't be the first time.
It's true.
It wouldn't be the last time, rather.
That's also true.
For Jean, for sure.
Speaking of planet-eating deities.
True. Yeah. Did Galactus ever fight the Phoenix? That seems like a thing that people would want to see.
Sure. I just remember in the Phoenix Saga that he shows up in a panel once she like goes out and destroys the planet.
Okay.
He's just like, what is this?
Yeah, I mostly remember Doctor Strange in his office or whatever.
I think it was like all part of that same sequence. Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of Galactus, did you ever read the Ultimate Invasion storyline?
Did I read that? I know I read it. I don't remember anything about it now that I'm talking about it. I was going to say, wasn't he like a bunch of like nanites or something?
Yeah, basically. But when he showed up, he was sort of like the main Galactus is just sort of like this weird pod with prongs.
Okay.
That looks exactly like Unicron when he shows up.
It is kind of a bummer that we never see Unicron
transform.
Yeah.
Like we get small glimpses of his like kind of face.
Yeah.
When he's like astroplaning with Scourge.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is they're doing.
Yeah. That's like when this whole movie is the Avengers, essentially. But like that is essentially when Loki is communing with Thanos,
right,
from New York or wherever. Yeah, there's so much of the Avengers in this movie, right down to fucking Iron Man.
Yep. This movie's bad.
I did not expect to see Anthony Ramos in a power suit.
I did not expect that either. But then when it did happen, my first thought was, before the Iron Man event happened, it's like Spike Witwicky and his little Transformer suit that he wore in Transformers the movie.
Oh, I didn't remember that.
Yeah, he has a little it's not an actual Transformer on it, but like a little power suit.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Aw.
But then, it was just full on Iron Man at that point.
Doing the 3-point
Yep.
landing and everything.
Fist on the ground.
Yeah.
Looking up.
That look reminded me, do you remember Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future?
I vaguely do, yes.
Yeah, from the very early 90s.
Yeah, with the interactive TV show.
Yes. But something about his armor, the armor that Noah wears, reminded me of the Captain Power armor.
I can kind of see that.
And then I also started thinking about, a human in a powered suit that gives him, like, increased strength or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started thinking about the first G.I. Joe movie,
mm-hmm.
which is basically that. So then when we get the not post-credit sequence that sets up the expanded Energon universe, I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. I was into that. Was so into that.
Did you know that was going to happen?
I had no idea.
Okay, I did.
No idea that was going to happen.
I had that spoiled for me.
Aww.
I don't think this really affected my viewing of it, but I was expecting it, like, the whole movie, like, there to be, like, hints or something.
Yeah, like Agent Coulson popping up.
Yeah, something, you're right. Or at least, like, something recognizable.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Flint is looking for you, or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, when he turns on the power suit, then I thought, okay, that reminds me of the first G.I. Joe movie.
Yeah, which I've never actually seen. I'm just familiar with that part of it.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I've kind of defended that movie in the past.
Okay.
The second one is much better.
Okay.
But all people seem to hate both of them, so,
That's too bad.
I can tell you for a fact, you're not ever watched Snake Eyes.
We've talked about this before. I'm good with that.
Good.
But yeah, when he was in that office talking to the guy from House of Cards, whose name I don't remember.
Not Kevin Spacey.
Not Kevin Spacey. No, he was busy shooting his Fireside Christmas videos for the next 30 years. I'm sure he's just got those stockpiled.
I'm sure.
They'll continue to be released well after he's gone. But yeah, the whole time that he was talking to him, like, I didn't expect a direct G.I. Joe like we got.
Right.
I thought that, like, he was going to be like, well, yeah, we're going to take care of you, Noah. You're a real American hero.
Right,
or something like that. So, like, the fact that it was just like, here's the fucking G.I. Joe logo. That was amazing.
So what the fuck is his code name? Is it Sonic?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because even in the battle, like, he like sets up this moment where, like, he's gonna, like, reveal his name, and then just doesn't.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then like at the end when he's interviewing with whoever the hell that's supposed to be.
Yeah.
General Hawk?
I don't know. Generic.
Joe Colton.
Yes, there you go. Perfect. Bruce Willis is in this movie.
R.I.P.
What?
Okay, he's not actually dead.
Yeah, come on. That's rude.
It is. But yeah, then I thought, okay, they were gonna, like, say something, like, in that moment, like when he says, hey, your brother's right, don't say your name over the airwaves.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I think there was a G.I. Joe named Airwave, but...
Oh, was there? Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know.
But, yeah.
Was there one named Mirage?
No, because he was a Transformer.
Oh, right. I do want to talk about Noah rebuilding Mirage.
Alrighty.
What the fuck kind of Dr. Frankenstein shit is that? Like, he rebuilt an alien creature from a few pieces of the original and spare parts from Earth cars. What the fuck? And he built it so that it could transform. What in the world?
If you're looking for an actual answer, I cannot give it to you.
We also didn't even really we didn't get to see what he looked like now. Right?
No, that's true. Yeah,
that's really strange. I wanted to see his new patchwork freak body. I wanted him to look at himself and be like, "What did you do to me?"
Was he in the Bay movies?
I have no idea.
Okay. Also, like, was Unicron in any of the Bay movies?
I don't think so.
Okay, I just...
Yeah. I assume Unicron will be the big bad of the G.I. Joe Transformers movie whenever that comes out.
Sure.
Being that he is Thanos.
Yeah. Technically Galactus, but
Right.
yeah.
But I mean, in this, you know what
Right, I know what you mean.
Doesn't
I know. So hey, the Beast Wars guys, the Maximals.
Yeah.
So apparently they've just been living on Earth for millions of years.
5,000 years, I think.
At the very least.
Yeah.
But just robots that look like animals that have fur on them.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah. But also revealed once, they also transform into robots.
Right. That I did not know.
That's weird.
Yeah, that was news to me.
It also seemed to be of no tactical advantage whatsoever.
Right. I mean, I did think that the transformed Optimus Primal looked pretty cool.
Well, sure. Yeah.
And again, shared a lot of similar characteristics to Optimus Prime.
Right.
But yeah, you're right. Otherwise, it didn't really make any difference, other than it made it easier for them, I guess, to fight the Chitauri as they were coming through the portal.
Yeah. Because every giant creature needs like some sort of spore coming off of it for you to fight.
Mindless drones.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, like at least when the Autobots transform, they're vehicles. They can switch back and forth. There seems to be some sort of advantage to that.
Yeah.
But Optimus Primal he's a running ape, and then he's a running dude.
Right.
Just very little, and then he goes back to being an ape for the rest of the battle.
Yeah, we don't see much of them in their robot forms.
Nope.
Like, I wonder if that was a studio note. Like, no, we need to see those guys transform into robots.
Like it was at the point, it's like, so these guys just don't transform, and then they did, and I was like, oh, well, this is disappointing. And I knew that they did in the cartoon.
Yeah.
But it also felt like there was a more obvious difference between their forms,
Yeah.
Speaking of forms, that RC sure is sexy, right?
What? I did have some questions about RC. Why does RC have a rider when she is in motorcycle form?
Yeah, that was weird.
I don't like that at all. Like, when she first showed up, I was like, she has a person on her back. And then she transformed and there was no person left.
So this is just like a weird mechanical mannequin on her back?
Yeah.
I vaguely remember from like the first Bay movie, like, didn't they have like holographic passengers?
Yeah.
Maybe that was that?
Maybe. I don't know.
It's real weird.
Yeah.
It was there for a split second, but yeah, noticed it too.
Also, yeah, I mean, RC just sort of like, she just flips around a bunch.
Yeah, that's also weird.
Is that a thing from the cartoon?
Not that I recall.
Okay.
I mean, the only thing I've ever seen her in was Transformers the movie.
Right. Yeah.
Which I don't think she even transformed in that one.
No?
I mean, not that I recall.
I guess I don't remember either.
Yeah.
Yeah. RC, I don't know about RC.
Yeah. She's a sexy lady transformer.
I guess? Is she, though?
She's all pink and curvy.
Yeah? Is she, though? I mean, she's definitely pink.
She's got robot boobs.
Yeah, okay, she does. You're right. That's true. She's got headlights. Did you notice when Optimus Prime was in his semi-truck form, he had real strong eyebrows? I loved that.
Did not notice.
I don't know if it was the visors in the windows or if it was something on the front of the cab that came down, but it seemed like he was just like glaring as a truck. And I really liked that.
I did not notice that. That seems to fit the vibe that he has in this movie.
Definitely.
He's just very angry.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of a downer in this movie.
He really is.
Yeah.
Not the voice of hope that we all know and love.
Right. Well, his voice is also a lot older in this movie than it is in the later movies when he is older.
That is also true.
So that's confusing.
Yeah. I've been watching the new Futurama, and Fry's voice is now, you can tell that guy is aging.
Oh.
Billy West.
Aw. see that John DiMaggio did a few voices in this.
Yeah. Was he he was the giant airplane, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Which I already have forgotten that guy's name.
I don't remember either.
Scottish guy.
Yeah. Old, crazy Scottish guy.
Yep.
Robot.
It just must be fucking huge if he, like, stood up as a robot.
Yeah.
Which I don't think we ever see him in comparison to anyone else other than when he's, like, laying down on the ground.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, the other Transformers ride in him.
Yep.
So, yes. He has to be enormous.
Yep. And they, like, I thought, okay, they would all transform into their vehicle forms and, like, roll into there.
Yeah.
No, they're in, like, full, like, robot-y form.
Yeah.
Which are huge.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, for all reasons, Elena and Noah should have died inside of him.
They spend a lot of time inside other Transformers.
They really do.
Oh, that's such a weird joke that Pete Davidson makes.
Yep.
Oh, I hated it so much.
Yeah, you made one out loud.
I know. I was curious when Noah is breaking into Mirage. He's got his little tool that he's like shoving down into the door, into the window.
Yeah,
that's fucked up. Like, where is that going on him? It was strange.
There are a lot of strange references to just parts of his body.
Transformer anatomy.
Yeah, it just I don't care for it.
Yeah. Oh boy. But I liked this.
I'm glad you did.
It was I think exactly what I expected it to be.
Okay.
A movie in which giant robots that transform into other things talk and fight other giant robots that transform into other things.
I guess maybe I hate the Transformers?
Maybe.
But again, I really like Bumblebee.
Yeah. Maybe you like individual Transformers when they're by themselves, but
it's
hate
possible.
the Transformers when they're in a group.
It's very possible.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to like the cartoon. I used to like the comics.
Yeah.
I'll be getting this new comic, as we have discussed.
Right. Huh.
Just really hated this movie. And you know what? Kinda liked the first Bay movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember enjoying that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also never had any interest in seeing any others.
I think I watched Dark Side of the Moon and it was either bad or boring or both. And so I just never went back. I don't remember much about it other than the was it Devastator that has nuts for some reason.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
I don't either. I will say, part of it is like Mirage was one of my favorite Transformers as a kid.
Oh no!
And this movie done him wrong.
Yeah,
mostly just by casting Pete Davidson in the role and then making him be Pete Davidson.
Yeah, I can see how that would put a sort of sour your feelings about the whole thing.
So do you think that they hired him to do a Robin Williams as the genie type thing, or did they just write him as an obnoxious asshole?
I don't know.
And then we need to hire an obnoxious asshole to do this.
Yeah, that's a really good question. I don't know. Because he does a lot of just like weird references to things.
Yeah,
that's Bumblebee's thing. Back off,
right?
That is how Bumblebee communicates. You are appropriating Bumblebee's thing, his life. I don't like it.
And as Wheeljack says, that's racist.
Right? Oh boy. So yeah, that was a movie that we watched.
It certainly was.
I don't regret having watched it.
All right.
I rarely regret watching the movies that we watch.
Sure.
I don't know that I would watch it again. Maybe I would watch the last 25 minutes again. I don't know.
Yeah. like every couple minutes I thought, okay, maybe this is going to pick up. And it just never did.
Yeah.
And it just continued to be more nonsense. And then after like the big battle, I thought, okay, well now this is ending. And it just never did.
Yeah.
And it just continued to be more nonsense.
Also, we haven't talked about Michelle Yeoh being in this movie. Academy Award winner Michelle Yeoh.
Sure.
Basically completely wasted as Air Razor?
Air Razor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Giant bird.
Sure.
We don't even get to see her transform, do we?
No, we do
that
not.
sucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
She gets infected?
Yeah. With scourgeness?
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know.
A Scourge voiced by Peter Dinklage.
Right. Yeah. I didn't recognize any of the voices until afterwards.
Nope, me neither.
Yeah. Surprised to see that Primal was Ron Perlman.
Yep. Did not sound like Ron Perlman.
Not at all.
And then, like, I didn't even bother looking to see who did the voice of Unicron.
Domingo Coleman?
Okay.
I don't know.
Yep.
I'm not familiar with any of his other stuff, I don't think.
Yeah, again, not Orson Welles.
Right. Yeah.
And listen, if you're going to have Ron Perlman, at least you get Clancy Brown to do another voice.
I honestly, for a bit, I thought that Clancy Brown was Unicron. Or maybe I just hoped that Clancy Brown was Unicron.
Yeah. And also, if you're not going to get Clancy Brown, at least get Kevin Michael Richardson.
Right.
Who sounds a lot like Clancy Brown.
That's true.
Come on, guys.
We have some notes.
Yeah.
For the next one. If there's going to be a next one. I'm sure there will be a next one.
I don't know. I don't know if this movie did well enough.
I have no idea.
But also, they're not going to let the brand die.
That's right.
You're going to hold on to this for dear fucking life. Even if AI has got to write it and film it.
Right. Coming soon, the Void Rivals movie. From Hasbro Studios.
Yep. Waiting for the big Transformers Barbie crossover.
Oh, no, that's Barbie's Mattel, sir.
I know.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
They're going to patch things up before Marvel and DC ever do.
Yeah, okay. That'd be so interesting. How would that work?
I don't know. Speaking of weird IP things.
Yeah.
So my girlfriend spent the last week at Universal Studios. She kept sending me pictures of stuff. And it was like, well, those are all Disney things.
Oh, yeah, she sent me pictures from some gift shop after some ride that had just a bunch of Marvel stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was that, like some Simpsons stuff.
Part of me was like, why are you sending me this?
Because she knows you like comic stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, there used to be a Marvel land at Universal Studios.
Yeah, and there's a Hulk ride for sure.
Okay.
Because she sent me a picture of her son, like, pretending to be the Hulk in front of the ride.
Nice.
Which, ironically, at the time, I was watching Wolverine and the X-Men featuring an episode with the Hulk.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But yeah, she probably sent me those same pictures from the gift shop as she sent you. Which she sent you because she enjoys you.
Oh, okay, fine.
And knows that you like comic stuff.
Fine.
And wants to be your friend.
Like, did you mean to send these to Eric? You know I'm not Eric, right?
She loves you, Joe.
Okay, fine.
Everyone loves you, Joe.
Hello.
Which I also want to bring up. Why aren't you promoting this show?
I have forgotten to share the past couple. I know. I'm sorry.
You're the one people like.
I don't know if they like me that much to listen to my bad podcast.
I mean, far more than they like me. So.
Okay, well, I'll try it. I've always been bad about that. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm only a little bit better.
Oh, boy. What is making you happy this week, sir?
I am on vacation.
Hey! That's exciting.
I have not had a real vacation in 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, maybe longer. 6 years? 2017.
Wow.
Yeah. When I turned 39, I went on like a week-long vacation. and I'm turning 45 in like 3 days. So yeah, it has been that long.
Wow.
I've had weekends off, but I also work 7 days a week, so having a weekend off is just what normal people do.
Right.
And hard to really call that a vacation.
Yeah.
Especially when you don't get paid for it. And also, don't go anywhere.
Right.
You're just like, I'm just going to sit in my house.
That's a staycation.
Yeah. But I'm off work for the next 5 days. I have plans to do things and go places and see stuff. So, yeah, it's a real big boy vacation.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And happy early birthday.
Thank you, sir.
Happy late birthday by the time this episode comes out.
Yes, I already got one present, and it's awesome.
Aw.
What about you, sir?
Oh, boy. I don't know. I feel like I had something in mind, and now I don't remember what it was.
Was it that issue on failed?
It was, actually, yes. It was that voters unanimously voted no. Well, not unanimously, but by a strong margin, voted no on issue 1 here in Ohio.
Yes.
Very glad to see that bullshit nonsense fail.
Same. Fuck fascism.
Yeah. Yeah. It's alright, let's do it again in November.
Okay, then. I don't mind getting up early to vote when there's more than one issue
Right.
on the fucking ballot.
Right.
Like, I did it, but it felt like a chore.
That's how they fucking get you.
Yep.
That was their plan all along.
Yep.
Was to make it feel like a chore.
Yep. And we fucking got them back.
I'm so glad.
Yep, me
so
too.
glad. What you got in mind for next week?
So, Joe.
Oh, no. Oh, there was a wind-up to this. I'm a little concerned. Take your time.
It's fine. I'll let you take your drink.
Thank you.
What's your favorite internet browser?
I mean, I tend to use Chrome.
Okay.
Google Chrome.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's yours?
I'm a Firefox guy.
Okay.
And that's the name of the movie I'm picking.
What is that? Actually, no, don't tell me. I don't want to know anything. I kind of like not knowing anything. That'll be fun.
I feel like if we have a listener out there,
Right.
they might want to know and watch along with us.
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
Sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, what is Firefox?
It is an early 1980s movie starring Clint Eastwood
Okay.
about a helicopter.
Okay.
That's all I really
That's
know.
all you know. Okay. Wow, this is exciting.
I'm gonna. So I've over the past year or so, I've bought all the Dirty Harry movies on Blu-ray.
Okay.
And some of them came in like packs of other movies.
Sure.
Ideally, like some of them came with other Dirty Harry movies.
Yeah.
But unideally, one of them came in with one other Dirty Harry movie and then 2 random Clint Eastwood movies.
Okay.
And one of them was Absolute Power, which I have seen.
Okay.
And then Firefox, which I have never seen. And so rather than just throw out the DVD, I'd say let's watch it first.
Let's do it. Hell yeah.
I don't know if it's streaming anywhere. But, I bought my 4-pack for $1 somewhere, so you can probably find it out there.
Probably.
Listener.
Yeah. Not me. I'm coming over here to watch it.
Exactly, yeah.
I ain't spending any money on this.
Nope. just Taco Bell or whatever we get beforehand.
Perfect. All right, well, Firefox.
Yeah.
By Mozilla.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you for listening to The Viewmasters. You can subscribe to the show directly at our websites view.guttertrash.net or on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Visit our website at view.guttertrash.net for information about our Twitter and Instagram. Once again, thank you for listening to The Viewmasters. We'll see you next time.